Come on, I want to show you something.
Join JP for all kinds of fun and adventure as he goes to great new places and meets all sorts of interesting friends.
A pyramid is shaped like a triangle. You're good with treasure maps. With you helping me, I know we'll find my treasure box.
It's songs, stories, and so much more to see on You and Me, right here on Qubo.
Dinner!
Oh, cut. You're supposed to dance with her, Jeremy, not eat her. This is Little Red Riding Hood, the musical, not Attack of the Killer Werewolf.
Sorry, Devindra.
Here, now go off and learn your part, and remember, less carnivore, more carnival. Now, Cindy, darling, let's rehearse Little Red Riding Hood's big dance number. And 5, 6, 7, 8. Kick. Fabulous, Cindy. Ooh, you're going to be sensationalist, Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh! My foot! Oh, there's no way I can dance now. It hurts too much.
Sally, Dewey! Someone's trying to sabotage the show.
Why would anyone sabotage a school musical? It's not like we're going to upstage Disney on Ice.
Oh, it's the theatre, Pop. It's full of jealousy, rivalry, and bitterness. And that's on a good day.
What happened?
Well, my second Little Red Riding Hood, Cindy, has just been injured. 2 days ago, my first Little Red Riding Hood, Alma, was also mysteriously hurt in rehearsal.
2 accidents in 3 days. This is suspicious. Let's check it out.
This rope has been cut! A clear act of sabotage.
And whoever did it must have known Little Red Riding Hood's dance. He dropped the bag just when it would hurt her.
So the saboteur must be involved with the show.
In that case, Dewey and I will have to join the show. Go undercover to keep an eye on things without arousing suspicion.
Join the show, but it's a musical. Can't you even sing and dance?
I am Sally B, and everyone can see there's no one quite like me. I've got star quality. Watch me sing and dance, then come on, take a chance. Then you will see who'll solve this mystery.
Welcome to the show, darling. You can play Grandma. I was going to play the part, but no, you can learn it in a day. What about you, Dewey? Can you act?
Me? Act?
I'll take that as a no.
You are in the school musical?
Yes, I'm playing a grandma. Mrs. Apu, do you have any tips on how I can act old?
Old? I'm much too young to give you advice on that, my little papadum. Oh, my aching back. It feels like a cobra after a fight with a mongoose.
Well, Grandma doesn't have a lot to do, Sally.
Good, so I should have plenty of time to investigate. Ooh.
Alma, darling, how's the leg?
Oh, it's much better, Devindra. I just heard about Cindy's injury and thought I could be Little Red Riding Hood again. I still know all the moves. Oh!
Well, that's very brave of you, Alma, but you should rest until your injury is completely healed or you could hurt yourself. And I've already cast somebody else anyway.
So, how did you hurt your knee?
It was the rehearsal a couple of days ago. Everything was going fine, when suddenly the big bad wolf's foot was in my way and bang! I was no longer Little Red Riding Hood.
So you think the big bad wolf tricked you deliberately?
Yes, he's played by Jeremy, the football star. He was made to do the show because no one would wear the wolf suit. Jeremy never wanted to be in the show, and I think he's trying to sabotage it so it will be cancelled.
Dewey, keep a close eye on Jeremy. I think our big bad wolf might be bigger and badder than he seems.
doing here, son?
Oh, sorry, sir. I'm just learning my lines for the school musical.
In the cleaner's room?
Well, yeah, I was afraid my sporting friends would laugh at me if they found out I was taking the show seriously.
You are?
Absolutely. At first, I didn't want to be in the show, but now I've discovered that it's great fun. And even better, a great way to meet girls. Could you test me on my lines while I put my wolf costume on?
Why, Grandma, what big eyes you have.
Itching powder!
And then Grandma goes to the door of her cottage like this, opens it, and...
Itching powder!
What's with the disguise?
Meet Jack the Cleaner, who found out that Jeremy's not the saboteur.
Well, he certainly wouldn't put itching powder in his own costume.
So who else would want to sabotage the show?
I hate this job! Jasmine!
Devendra's assistant? What? Fifth byline of the school newspaper. I'm doing an article on people involved in the show. How did you become involved? Psst, Sally!
Dewey!
Don't laugh! This reporter has found out that Jasmine originally applied to be the director of the show, but was rejected in favor of Devendra.
So she's got the motive. Jealousy.
Not only that, but Jasmine also told me that the show's going to be a disaster.
Good work, reporter. I mean, detective. No, I'm not trying to sabotage the show. But you admitted the show would be a disaster. Yes, but I meant an artistic disaster. This school has been doing the same show year after year. It's time we tried something new.
I know, but the audience might not like something different. Besides, it's too late to change things now. The show's opening tonight.
Well, if Jasmine isn't the saboteur, who is?
I don't know, so keep an eye on everyone backstage while I watch on stage.
This is the same show as last year.
So far, so good.
Except you just made me swallow my script.
But it's my daughter.
Ooh, my aching back. It feels like a cobra after a fight with a mongoose.
She's just like a real old person. I wonder where she got that from.
Oh, well done, SBI. The show's going without a hitch. Even Jeremy knows his part is the big bad wolf.
That's because he's developed an interest in the theater.
Ah!
Oh, what a calamity! Oh, there's no one left to play Little Red Riding Hood. I'll have to cancel the show. This is an artistic shipwreck.
No, wait. Dewey can play Little Red Riding Hood.
What? I can't act and I have stage fright. I'll faint again.
But you can act. You convinced Jeremy you're a cleaner and Jasmine that you're a journalist. The stage fright is all in your head.
But I don't know Little Red Riding Hood's lines.
Everyone knows her lines. Grandma, what big eyes you have. You know.
Sally's right. Quick, put on Little Red's dress and Riding Hood. The show must go on.
This show is even duller than last year. Maybe next year we should try poetry.
Go on, Dewey. You can do it. Trust me.
Grandma, what big eyes you have.
All the better to see you're not Little Red Riding Hood at all. You are an imposter. You're that snooping detective, Dewey. Oh, this is different from last year.
Oh, this isn't in the script.
Grandma, what big paws you have.
All the better to destroy this stupid set.
Look, the big bad wolf is limping. I know what's going on. You are not the real big bad wolf. You are the saboteur.
You're right, Grandma, but no one can stop me now.
Well, this is much livelier than previous years.
Someone pushed me in the cupboard and stole my costume!
And that person was... Alma! Alma was the original Red Riding Hood, and she was devastated when she was dropped from the cast because of a real accident. But Alma thought she could still perform the role, and so she deliberately got rid of her replacement. But when Devindra rejected her again, she couldn't bear the thought of the show going on without her, so she tried to sabotage the whole production.
It's all true. I'm sorry I tried to sabotage the show, but I was afraid I would never have the chance to be in a school show again.
Is this real or part of the show? You'd think she was actually crying.
My show's a disaster.
Not necessarily. All we have to do is convince the audience that this is all part of the show.
Sally, wrap things up with a song. After all, this is supposed to be a musical.
You should never be afraid that your dreams might be misled. So before things end in tears, be strong and face up to your fears. Find the courage in your heart, then you'll make a brand new start.
What talent, children, what talent! You're going to be in the show next year, I hope.
It was fun, but I prefer to stick to solving mysteries. However, I can't speak for my partner.
To be or not to be, that is the question.
Follow the adventures of Wibbly, the curious pig who loves having fun. It's me! Bye! Bye, Wibbly! Wibbly Pig, here on Qubo. For more information, go to Qubo.com.
The square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares on the other two sides?
Hey, miss, is the shortest distance between 2 points a straight line like this?
Oh! And is it true that if you spin in a circle before launching a missile, you increase its velocity?
I'm sure she won't be coming back. 1 hour less maths.
Yeah!
You, little Miss Beetle, you have a choice. Skip down at once or I'll make you recite Pythagoras backwards 50 times. My name is Miss Chicago. I'm your new maths teacher and I want to be able to hear a fly go by. Good. You two there, recite the 7 times table while performing head over heels. And hurry up about it, or you will copy out your maths textbook for tomorrow.
1 7 is 7, 2 7s are 14, 3 7s are 21, 4 7s are 28.
Who's this teacher? She's like the Wicked Witch.
6 7s are...
I don't like maths anymore. I'm not going to classes. Miss Smith walked out because of the chaos, and her replacement is really weird. She made Rani and Alex do head over heels, and Jessica redo an exercise standing on one leg.
My little mongoose, never forget the detective's rule number 1. Don't be fooled by appearances. She may be weird, but she's still a good teacher.
Clients at the SBI. Well, at least something's normal.
Well, Chicago doesn't know us. We didn't do anything to her. In punishments come raining down. The SBI has to find out why she's got us in her sights.
After class, she made us count up to 1,000 to the tune of Jingle Bells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Okay, all right,
11.
I get it. It's awful.
As a punishment, I'm not too keen on investigating a teacher, but she thinks Chicago's so weird she doesn't want to go back to maths class.
How did you hear that? Are you hiding under the kitchen table or something?
My new invention, the Sonic Dewey. It picks up sonic waves remotely. I don't know how I come up with this stuff.
You were spying on me.
It's great, right?
So, you gonna take the case or not?
We can do more than that. We're going to see the principal. The head of the school should be aware of what his teachers are up to.
No, no, and no again. Miss Chicago will remain here. Since when did students choose their teachers?
Agreed. But can you explain where Miss Smith has gone and why her replacement turned up so quickly?
That's none of your business. Now clear out of my office.
So what's plan B? We sort it out ourselves?
Exactly.
Who'd call themselves after a town? The only stuff about Chicago is United States and Al Capone.
And it seems she doesn't live anywhere. There's no Miss Chicago in the phone book.
A maths teacher. She must be on some graduate website. Chicaboo, Chicarding, no Chicago.
So she's not a maths teacher?
So basically, we know nothing. So what's plan C?
Well, pass me your trusty Tronic Dewey.
Sonic Dewey? So what are you up to?
Like you? Spying.
Well, I'll go and see Miss Smith and tell her she has to come back because her replacement is a nutcase with no qualifications.
Chicago is with the principal. So how does your Sono Dewey work?
Sonic Dewey! Just press on, that's all. If it doesn't work, it's because you pressed off. I'm at Miss Smith's house. Good luck.
Calm has settled once more. Students are attending classes, and here is my present.
Thank you. Miss Smith was beginning to lose it. Right, I must be going.
I should tell you, Sally and Dewey asked me some questions about you. Be careful.
If they ferret around too much, you can just say you'll expel them. Come up with a plan D. We're going to get expelled if we go on with the investigation.
We have to stop. It's far too dangerous.
No, we're not going to be intimidated, especially as this smells really fishy. The principal is giving Chicago presents. That's why he's covering for her. They're friends.
So do we keep going?
Absolutely.
But I didn't say anything. Sally, I've been knocking on Miss Smith's door for half an hour. I've had enough. I'm leaving.
No, don't move. Because of your phone call, Dewey, Miss Chicago almost caught me. I'm risking a lot for this inquiry, so you can at least stay put. Something zebras! Dewey, get out of there!
What? But 5 seconds ago, you were telling me to stay.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? I just can't wait to hear your explanation for being here. Certainly an unusual place to be playing.
We came to see Miss Smith. We weren't doing anything wrong, so no punishment, please.
Punish you for coming to see Constance? Oh, what a thought. I don't believe she's at home. Oh, have you had tea? I have some lovely octopus jam if you'd like.
Why didn't Miss Chicago punish us?
Because there's no reason. You are too adorable, my little mongoose.
Yes, but you know me. Chicago doesn't. She finds us spying, and instead of getting mad, she offers us octopus jam.
Maybe that's a punishment in disguise. Sally, I know you don't like maths, but for a successful investigation, nothing beats logic. Miss Chicago is living at Miss Smith's house?
Yes, so therefore they know each other.
And who does she punish in your class?
Of course! Miss Chicago punishes Ronnie and Alex, the boys who created mayhem in Miss Smith's class. Dewey, we have to question all the students who have been punished by Miss Chicago and find out if they played pranks on Miss Smith.
With Miss Smith, I used a whoopee cushion to make everybody laugh. Miss Chicago made me correct all my assignments two-handed.
With Miss Smith, I played the explorer. I crawled under the tables. Chicago made me recite all of Pythagoras while balancing dictionaries on my head.
Well, I used to have this super wheeze. I used to stand up really, really slow. Miss Chicago made me draw 250 isosceles triangles. Even if I don't like it, I can concentrate.
I can understand the lesson.
Everybody's doing better at maths.
Okay, to sum up, we have a teacher, apparently with no qualifications, but who gets great results with the students.
Who is friends with the principal and our old teacher. This is a big mystery or a big secret. Know where a woman keeps her secrets?
I don't know, but I'd really like to.
In her handbag.
There, a little quadratic equation. That'll keep him quiet.
Oh, miss, I know the class is about to start, but I've got a terrible stomachache. Could you take me to the infirmary?
Okay, no time to lose. My bag! McAdam, wait for me here.
What? Why has Miss Chicago got Miss Smith's passport? Miss Smith can't have gone around the world without a passport. Chicago must have stolen it. We have to go back to Miss Smith's house.
Number 1, we don't know if Chicago robbed Smith. Number 2, if Chicago catches us, we'll be expelled. And number 3, I've messed up for life with the school nurse.
I've never seen a stomach in such good condition. It looks more like a case of mathophobia, Master McAdam.
Number 4, Sally Bollywood never abandons a case. Number 5, if you're scared, I'll go by myself. We have to put the passport back in Miss Chicago's bag.
The students are stressed, but I can't be nice to them anymore. I'm caught in a trap now.
I don't believe it. It's Miss Smith. She says she's a prisoner. Why isn't the principal doing anything?
Number 6, Dewey never abandoned Sally. Number 7, I've got my DNA detector to find out who Chicago is. And I can't think of a number 8.
Miss Smith is a prisoner in there. We have to rescue her now. Shh! This case. It's the present that the principal gave Miss Chicago. This is the logo of the theatre workshop. Why would he give her costumes?
So that I would have something to wear. Would you prefer I wore a swimsuit in class? I believe you have entered these premises uninvited. What should we do for punishment?
You're not a real teacher. You have no maths qualifications.
So then how do you explain why all the students have improved since I arrived?
Because you use Miss Smith's class notes. But we know that she's a prisoner here.
Why would I want to keep Constance as a prisoner?
I don't know, but we're going to find out who you are. We have a DNA detector, and with your hair, we're going to expose you.
1,000 billion putrid protons! Miss Chicago has the same DNA as oil! There are no human genes in this hair!
Don't worry, Dewey. She can't be an alien. It's just her hair that isn't human.
I should have known that with sleuths like you, I'd have my work cut out.
Miss Smith!
I've been preparing my disguise for a long time now.
Are you sure about your plan, Miss Smith?
It's the only solution. My students create chaos in my class, all because I'm nice to them. At the next disturbance, I'm turning into a nutty professor, and then they'll really learn what respect means. And that's how Miss Chicago came into being. Maybe it's time for her to leave now.
And I think the students have all learned their lesson.
Miss Chicago has left on a trip, but I too want to hear a fly go by.